How do you learn who you really are? It's not found in books, it's found on the battlefield. Here's something that I want you to know with the way our system works here. Guys will come and go. Like some of you guys will see like guys will disappear for a month or two and then they'll come back and they'll go and do things. And the way that I see this is we've got enough training to go do our adventures. And then we're going to go run into things in the adventures that'll be like, oh, dude, I got my ass kicked, or damn, I had this happen, or I thought I had it until this got me. And then they come back and go, okay, I got to go and test my skills out in the world to see how proficient I am. And I got fucking blindsided, or something I didn't anticipate
Yeah.
happened, or, that's what it's for. And so we have to go on these adventures. And so that's why I don't chase any of my warriors. You've gone through Spartan training. So I don't chase after you because you got to go through some fights on your own and then come back to the guys and go, okay, so I got hit in the side from this. One of these things caught me. And if any of you guys run into this thing, what the fuck was that? You're like, dude, yeah, that's what our battles are for. And so you always have your seat, but let guys go, like, go get your battles, go see how you do, test your proficiency, see how your new weapons work. And life has got no shortage of things to fuck with you. There's so many tests on the way. And so it's not that any of them ever get easier. It's just you come back and go, let's do some more training because I wasn't as prepared as I thought. So let me get better at some of these so that way I can be more prepared for the next time I go out there. Good. Real quick, what would you do different now that you've gone out into battle and then you got blasted? Now that you can go, well, now that I saw how that worked, what I would do different next time would be, it's a
Oh,
belief system though. You know that it's reaching out is impossible. It's actually not. Now that you see it, it becomes loud because you
yeah.
know that prevention before intervention is way better. So if you're like, oh, negative self-talk is creeping in and something else is coming in here, fighting things alone, that's a weak mindset. It's like
Yeah.
playing football by yourself because I didn't want to interrupt anybody's dinner. You're like, it's noon. Nobody's eating dinner. What are you talking about? This is why it's important that none of us is like, that guy's always got to be on. My guys in here have helped me up. I've had my guys where I get smashed. They'll pull me up. Guys pull me up. The way that it works is we take turns. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. When I'm down, someone pulls me up. When I'm up and you're down, I pull you up. We take turns. Nobody's immune to getting down. It's just helping each other back up. That's why the guys were like, I don't want to be a burden or I don't want to bring my negativity to the group. No, it's just your turn, dude. Because if I was down, I was like, can you help me out? And you're up. Would you be like, oh man, you're really a burden to me right now?
Yeah.
It's just your turn. And so next time, remove a belief system that's so limiting in your ability to do better. Because no, that's the reason we have this community is everybody gets their turn to get their fucking ass kicked. It's not about are you not going to get hit? Everybody gets hit. The concept of courage is that you're fighting something bigger or stronger than you guys. To be courageous, the villains always have the advantage. You guys understand how stories work, right? The villains always have an advantage. They're bigger or stronger or smarter or have a longer built plan. The villains always have an advantage. That's why courage and bravery are so valued in those. Superman, for example, Superman really lost steam in the 90s to 2000s, like lost steam, got really, really boring. And Batman started really picking up. Batman started really gaining a lot of momentum. The base psychology of it is Batman had better villains. Batman had
Yeah.
better villains because you could relate to a guy who has to figure out how to beat astronomical odds as a human. But Superman, the only thing that would be a problem is a global catastrophe. Well, how many times can the world ending happen every episode? It gets really boring. So if Superman stops some robbers, they're like, of course he did. They can't hurt him. So, yeah, of course he stopped them. They can't even do anything. You can't even lose. So it's kind of boring. With us, it's like, why do we have to go and do challenging things and do hard stuff and face hard obstacles? It's because we are also defined by our villains. And if you try and play basketball as a pro versus 5-year-olds to try to make yourself feel good, It's boring. That's why whenever we do any type of competition, I don't care if it's a debate class, chess match, video games, sports, it doesn't matter what it is. It's more fun when you play at somebody who's at your level or even just a little bit better than you to push you into your limits. You want to challenge yourself to go a little bit farther than you are now. And so when you have to face a villain like depression or anxiety or something that's going to team up with doubt and all these other elements, doesn't it only make sense? That's a really difficult fight. Let's team up and let's fight it together. It's like Spartans, the Spartan 300 versus Persians. It's an overwhelming force, but we are going to knock a motherfucking dent in these bitches. You know what I mean? Fighting together is just way better. That's the lesson of this. The reason you had to go through that difficult month is not because there's something wrong with you. It's because the lesson is so fucking loud, you can't ignore it next time. That's what we trained for. So, like, dude, I got your block. Bam. There you go. Now you do spear because I got the block. See, together better. You're not a burden, guys. That's what our community does. When you're up high, each of us is a giver. We like to pull each other up. When you get down low, it's an honor to pull you up. That's what we do. Everybody here gets their turn. Okay? It's not a burden to be down. It's only a burden to you, but we feel better when we pull each other up. Does anybody here ever feel better when you help the dude out? Yeah. Every guy in here feels better when we can be there for one of our guys. So also be the guy who has the courage to say, hey, it's my turn. Somebody pull me up, because it's an honor to have your back, just like it's an honor for you to have ours. You're in the right community for going, it's just your turn, dude. Come on, give me your hand. I got you. Because I get my turns too, guys. I'm not a fucking invincible. I have a family. I have life. We have death in our world. We have massive betrayals. We have stuff that happens in our world too. And I got guys I have to call who pull me up. It's just your turn. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? It's good to have you back. Now you learned valuable lessons for next time. These belief systems don't work. Let me just team up with my boys and make it like a 2-week thing instead of a 1 month of an ass whooping.
Click on the button and you can become the hero in your own story. It's time to start making the choices to change. And the evolution that you're going to do begins with choosing the next step. This is the way. And together, we're always stronger.